Welcome to Reclaim Mat. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made a leather sheath for the small knife I made a few weeks ago. Here you see me laying out an already made template onto a larger piece of leather so I can transcribe the lines to the leather to be cut out later. Once the lines have been laid out, I can start cutting. Now that I have the basic shape, I can start making some alterations. Time to wet mold the leather, so I'll have to wrap up my knife. Clamp it up and let it dry. Looks good. Now time to finish the sheath. Here I'm cutting out a small piece of leather that'll go against the sharpened edge of the blade. This will prevent the blade from cutting through the stitching that will be done later on. Now that I've laid out the holes for the belt loop, I'll be drilling through, preparing the holes for the stitching. The final glue up before I start laying out the holes for the main stitching and finishing the sheath overall. As I demonstrated how to lay out the holes on the belt loop, I decided not to do it again for the main sheath. So now I'm moving on to the stitching. Here I'm using a synthetic sinew to do all the stitching. Due to the way I shaped the handle, I'm not 100% happy the way it sits in the sheath, so we'll make a couple of changes. With that done, it's time to tie off the stitching, cut it, melt it, and move on to the next step. Last fabrication detail, to put on a snap to make sure that the knife doesn't fall out of the sheath. The leather I use is veg tan. I don't dye it, I just simply treat it with boiled linseed oil. I may try using wax in the future, but right now I'm happy with the results I get. It seals it and it gives it that kind of worn look. Here I use a turned piece of wood on my lathe to burnish the edges. And that's it, a simple leather sheath for a small knife for a 6-year-old. I hope you enjoyed the video.